Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Stando TV, and today I want to talk to you guys about Horizon Zero Dawn and Ghost Recon Wildlands, because I am an average Joe like many of you, and Sony doesn't send me a pre-review copy code of Horizon Zero Dawn. Ubisoft doesn't send me a review code of Ghost Recon Wildlands, and both of these are huge games in their own rights, and I want to take my time with them. So this is not my review for these games, but this is the review in progress, if you will, because I've gotten to play both of these games. Of course, Ghost Recon Wildlands, I got to play the open beta, and then here we are with Horizon Zero Dawn. I got to play the actual, several hours into that game. So I just want to talk about these games and tell you my initial thoughts on these games. Let's start with Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, it doesn't bring anything new to the table. It doesn't do anything that no game has done before, except, of course, gorgeous visuals and the environment that it's building, is a unique idea. But as far as gameplay elements and everything like that, it doesn't really bring anything new. However, it's like the game took certain elements of Far Cry, certain elements of The Witcher, certain elements of Fallout 4 or Skyrim, and certain elements of Zelda, and just mashed them all together. Now, the components that it's borrowed from all these games, right? They're not new things. They're not things that will blow you away as things that you have never seen before. But what it does do is it takes those elements and it improves upon them and perfects them. I'm very impressed with this game. I love it. The visuals are stunning. Okay, whether it be waterfall, whether it be it's what it is. It's the attention to the smallest minute detail that makes me just glee on the inside. I really do love this game, and I don't. The case can be made where you compare it to some of the games that it's borrowing from, but I think that's unfair to this original IP. I think that we should look at this game on its own merit at what it's doing, and I think what it does very, very well. I really like Aloy. She is an interesting character. Not a great name. The name sucks. Aloy sounds stupid, but I really like her as a character. I really like the environment. It's so weird. It's like traveling to Eternia from the Masters of the Universe, where you have all these people that are still wielding swords and these barbaric weapons, and they're dressing like barbarians and stuff, but there's this ancient technology that's strewn throughout the land. And not to spoil the game or anything, but this is Earth. This is a post-apocalyptic Earth, but the Earth has begun to heal, so all of this technology that's left from the Metal Age, as they call it, from the 20th century or whatever, the 21st, 23rd century or whatever, all this technology that's left behind is, well, ancient technology to the people that are now living the land. Matter of fact, they're scared of the technology. They think that the technology is some sort of curse or something. That, or it's, the beings that came before were probably gods or something. It's just an interesting take on how civilization beyond the post-apocalypse would view our world and our ruins. So I think it's a really great concept for a game. I'm really digging it. I really dig the variety in the robot creatures. I really dig the different characters that I've met so far. The story is compelling. It's got its hooks in me. The gameplay is magnificent. There's so many ways to attack certain situations, as you would expect in most open world games. But then you come across certain other situations that require you to scan and really find out the weaknesses of certain targets and things like that, and really approach it in a different way. So that's fun too. And plus everything, you scavenge for parts for your bow and arrow, or you scavenge for parts to upgrade your armor and stuff. I think it's a really unique game all to itself. I'm really in love with it. Like I said, this is not my review for the game. I'm just telling you, I'm having a good time playing it. I can't do anything but gush over it, how awesome this game is. Now let's talk about Ghost Recon Wildlands, right? Ghost Recon Wildlands, the open beta. I was afraid when the game first started. I was afraid. I was like, it's an Ubisoft game. You know what I'm saying? You grab the intel, which is kind of like going up a tower in Ubisoft, in a typical Ubisoft game, and it opens up the map or things on the map for you to do, whether it be, their side quests, hundreds of side quests that are all the same, or whether it be, plunging you to the next actual main storyline quest mission. So there's that. It is an Ubisoft game, very much so to its core. And that, that's unfortunate for Ghost Recon. I kind of was expecting a little bit more, especially since this is Ghost Recon that we're seeing for the first time in open world. But that being said, it is a tactical shooter, so it does what a tactical shooter is supposed to do, even though it's opened up all these side quests that are very similar to each other, or where you feel like you're doing the same thing, whether it be, clearing out one of those, a stronghold, or whether it be gathering supplies for the rebel forces, or whatever it may be. The game, these side quests are all very similar, but because it's a strategical shooter, the way that you approach these situations are very, very interesting. Now, Ubisoft cuts down on the open world fatigue that everybody's been having by doing two things unique here. One of those is the world goes off script. That means that the bad guys are unpredictable, and so is your allies. The rebel forces are very unpredictable. The only thing that you have any control over in the entire game is your crew, which means sometimes a mission will go without a hitch and you can stealth your way all the way through it without alerting anybody. But sometimes chaos it just breaks out of nowhere. And, that's the same thing that we've seen in Far Cry games. Again, this is nothing that we haven't seen before, but that's how that they handle the open world fatigue here. Another way that they open the open world fatigue is they made this game completely co-op, up to 4 players. And I can tell you that this is the way to play. I started off playing the game with my AI companions, my AI squad, and sometimes I felt like they were a little dumb. It was a little hard to get any action out of them. When I was, under heavy fire, it was hard to get them to lay down some suppression fire, or to at least, help me kill off some of the enemies. When I wanted them to be quiet, sometimes they would just shoot for no random reason, just because they saw a rebel go in and start blowing stuff up. Your squad mates think, oh, well, our cover's blown now, when actually it's not. So they give away your position by opening fire when they're not supposed to sometimes. And that was a little frustrating. Hopefully they fix some, the way that your squad acts before the actual release. Hopefully they got some patch, day 1 patch or week 1 patch that will fix that, and make your squad behave more like a squad should, because I really like the fact that you can play this game by yourself, or you can play it online with friends. That way, if my brother's not online and I feel like tackling something alone for a while, I can tackle it by myself, and then when he comes on, I can help him catch up if I decide, that way I can always feel like, oh, I have something to do. I can go ahead and play this game and not ruin, my brother's playthrough. I can go back and help him and help him catch up and stuff. But the multiplayer, the co-op itself, that's the way to play this game, I think. I really enjoyed playing, and we just played 2-player. Of course, your squad disappears even if you play with one other. So like me and my brother played together, and it's not like he filled in the spots for one of the AI. He replaced all the AI companions that I had. So now it's just me and him. And of course I could invite 2 more to play with me, but it is what it is. That's your squad. Once you enter multiplayer, whoever you're playing with, that's your entire squad. But it's a lot more concise when you play that way, especially if you're communicating well. Now, I know a lot of people, if you go into the random multiplayer where you're playing with random people, everybody wants to be a big boss. Everybody wants to be the leader, and they're going to tackle everybody is going to want to tackle situations in their own way. And I suggest more, play with your friends. That's where you're going to have. You're not going to stress out about, why did my asshole partner go up here and do this or do that, or why did my AI squad? The best way to play this game is with friends, absolutely, without a doubt. 2 to 4 player is the way to go. I had a lot of fun playing it 2-player. Me and my brother talked about, okay, how do you want to tackle this situation? What do you want to do here? When one of us did goof up, we gave the other one shit and made, if we failed something, we went back and tried it again and looked at the situation differently. I really think that's the way to go. Me and my brother had a grand time playing this game. We loved it because of the 2-player, 3-player interaction between us and the other teammates and stuff. So I think that's the way to play this game. So far, I'm super enjoying both games. I don't have my copy of Ghost Recon yet. Like I said, all I played was the open beta, but I thoroughly enjoyed the open beta, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the final product, at least the opening section of the final product. Now, that game may get super boring super fast. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when that game comes out. Horizon Zero Dawn, so far I'm in love with it. I'm, probably, I'm still in the beginning moments of that game, probably about 6-7 hours in. So there's that too. I want to see more what happens with Horizon Zero Dawn, how that story plays out, how effective that story is, how effective Guerrilla is at storytelling. And I also want to see what more variety and things to discover and more about this world before I pass final judgment on either product. I do think both products are very, very well done, very good, very well polished. But like I said, I want to see, both have gorgeous vistas too. But when I finish these products, of course, these reviews will go up, and you'll have my final opinion. So, and that's all I want to say, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to me ramble on about video games for a while. Thank you so much, and remember that I love your face. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out standotv.com. Don't forget to check me out over at Twitter. And for live gameplay footage, don't forget to check out that Twitch channel. Till next time, guys, remember that I love your face, and we will catch you next time. Have a good one.